the point where people want to play games on the road. We're going to play them right back. Oops, that wasn't one of them. Although it is funny because he's still behind me and probably making him nervous now. But this motherfucker didn't want me to pass. I ended up on his bumper and he didn't want me to pass. He kept speeding up to 80. I sped up to 85, the third attempt on passing him. Up a hill, mind you. Still sped up. So we play games back now. And if you won't let me back into the right lane where I belong, I will ride that little line, that little dotted line, so close and make you so nervous that you will let me in. So tired of you people. And you know what? We've done this. We did this all day on the way to San Antonio. Everybody wanted to race. On the way back, everybody wants to go like 60. Well, everybody did want to go like 60 for a while. But on the way there, everybody wants to race. And just drive crazy and shit, as usual. There were several people. Man, my wrinkles are showing from my fat going away again. And I'm losing weight again, can you tell? It's really loose skin, but they like were completely out of their lane by like a foot, like multiple times today on the way to San Antonio, multiple cars. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Are you all drunk? And like, why are you all trying to drive like 80, 85 today? Like, haven't you heard of a Sunday drive? The people on the way back from San Antonio apparently understand Sunday drive. They were going too slow. You can go like the speed limit or a little bit under and still be doing a Sunday drive. I guess like 65 is a little bit under. If you're not texting. If you don't understand that you're supposed to be going about 4 miles above or more, if you're, depends on how risky you want to be. And you know, you people that ride my ass and then won't be the line leader really fucking piss me off. Like, you seriously stress me out, ride my ass, and then when I get over, oh, all of a sudden you want to get over too. You don't want to go be in that line alone, and you don't want to be speeding on your own. Maybe you should have settled and set the cruise control to 4 miles or 3 miles above the speed limit like I did. Shit, dude. It ain't that hard. Those cops really don't care, because I passed a few recently going 3 or 4 above and they didn't do anything. But like, that's what the flow of traffic is doing, because it's like an understood thing, or it used to be. People nowadays, they gonna drive like whatever they want to drive like. I was supposed to get cash. I guess I'll have to get cash later tonight. I went and spent his cash somewhere else, but I got it in the bank. I have a portable dishwasher right there. Countertop dishwasher. It needs a hose, but other than that, it's set to go. And I'm excited for it. It's used, and I only had to pay $100 for it. Even though probably originally it's probably $250 to $350. Not bad. The guy that sold it to me actually lives in a tiny house also. He got tired of it being on the countertop. If I get, I know I'm going to get tired of it being on the countertop, but I'm already tired of doing dishes by hand. But I have a place where I can still build a shelf right next to the sink where it can still drain into the sink and not be on the countertop. So, there's that. And I was supposed to dash in Hondo again, but even though it says they're busy, I I turned the app on, and another 20 minutes went by. No offers. And it said like 8 to 18 minutes or whatever. And I don't know how that's busy. That seems like not busy. It says it was 2 bars busy. When I got there, it said it was 3 bars busy, but it said 8 to 18 minutes. And then it dropped down, I think, like right when I got there. So maybe it was 3 to 9 before that or something. But they didn't send me any orders the whole time I was there, and I walked the dog twice, couldn't get her to pee or poop twice, and then drove through the whole town, and I still didn't get an offer, so I logged out. And right before I get out of town, I log out because like there's something else over there that you're able to dash for. So there's that, and I might go dash in Uvalde right now or later on. I'm definitely going to set up tonight somewhere, and then dash in Uvalde tonight. But I kind of need a dash in Uvalde earlier too, just because like my number still says 94. So if I can get 6 orders of platinum until the other ones tomorrow fall off or whatever. That's why it's so ridiculous. They want me to rush to catch up. And I'm like, isn't it just going to fall off tomorrow if I rush and get these last 6 or whatever? Because it's what you've done in the last 100 days. And I probably could have caught up today in San Antonio, but then I didn't feel like rushing today. So I canceled my shifts in Hondo this morning and in San Antonio, which I keep like maybe Hondo will be better, and Hondo always has open shifts, and Hondo always says they're busy, but they're not really busy if they won't send me any offers. So they'll stop trying to schedule in Hondo, even though it was like better off to like schedule in the morning on the way to where I had to be in San Antonio, and it never works out that way really. But I'm gonna try to get some more shifts in the morning in Uvalde, because I kind of like those shifts. There's not traffic yet, and it might be a little bit slow, but there's not traffic yet. And then I have the whole rest of the day, and it's still kind of cold in the mornings right now, so like the rest of the day once I get off would be really nice on that. So I'm going to try to schedule more mornings to when I'm able to work in Uvalde. I don't think I got any weird $2 orders in the morning either. I might be wrong. But it was pretty busy too from the morning until lunchtime. So really, that is a good shift to work in the morning time. Like, you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn or anything. I think maybe daylight hour until then for lunch rush or whatever. It's like 9. You could do 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. That's like 6 hours. You can really get up if you want to. If you don't mind dashing in the dark. That's really well. I get really frustrated. I can't do it in Uvalde, definitely. It was getting kind of frustrating in San Antonio when it was starting to get dark too, and I couldn't find any numbers. But it's really hard to find the numbers in Uvalde. This is so retarded. Like one of the apartment complexes I went to, they had numbers, but there was no lights anywhere, and it was getting dark. And the numbers were painted the same color as the thing that they were nailed to. They were both white. They were both like the same shade of white. I really need to invest in one of those nice flashlights, like the night sun kind of flashlights, so it could help me find numbers. But like Uvalde, flyers all over the place, and like, every once in a while in the city, they'll send out like flyers, and they'll have like volunteers painting the curbs with your street number. It's usually like for charity or something, and the Boy Scouts or something come spray your number on your, and then they try to make it fancy or something. Usually that's like the latest thing in the 90s or 2000s when I last saw them do that. But there's no curbs in the streets in Uvalde. There's no curbs. So they have to be on the mailbox. Said like they need to like make more restriction that they should be on the mailbox. Like they have this itty bitty numbers, like a centimeter tall. Sometimes they'll tape on their with like a white label tape, but it's like a centimeter tall, and it's like in black, but it's like that tall, and then like they get worn out and stuff, so you can barely see the numbers on top of it being a centimeter tall, because it's out in the weather. They need to like make more restriction that the numbers need to be pretty much the size of the mailbox. And then the other problem is I don't think everybody has a mailbox in Uvalde either, because I know not everybody has a mailbox in Canepa. So like then it can be on your house, and then there's some people like those apartments where the same color when they had the number on either the mailbox like post or the house is the same color as the posts or the house, or it's falling off, and it's an important number that's falling off or fell off that you really need to know what it is. It's just like really difficult in Uvalde. And then on top of that, the GPS is doing weird shit, man. The GPS is doing weird shit. The other day in Uvalde, it tried to send me, instead of the front of the house, it tried to send me down the alleyway to deliver food. Why would I be delivering food to the alleyway? They didn't put that in the comments, and should not be pulling up as the street address. The street address is at the front. But the GPS thought the street address was in the alley. Go figure. And then there was another address that was really weird, and the GPS decided that it was gonna send me to this place with the same street number but a different street name, and because the name of the street had the word alley in it, the number of the house number was right, and then there was an alley next to it, but the street name was not right. But apparently I'm not the only delivery driver that's had that problem and showed up at that house either, and they've said that somebody showed up there. He was actually outside the wrong house. It was actually outside when he was able to tell me it was the wrong house, and then I called the customer, and they were able to tell me like the gist of the area they were in, so that I could put that in the GPS. And then they were nice enough to come meet me once I got over there. I had to drive another 2 miles because it sent me the wrong way. I guess I didn't really I probably did, because it was the GPS that fucked up, and I have it set to use Apple Maps instead of their GPS, because one of the first orders I got, which is another thing where the GPS pins thing in the wrong location, does it all the time. And then the app, the Dasher app, will ask you, are you sure you're in the right location? And it will like not let you go to the next screen even though you're in the right location, even though like some of the times they have a picture of the door, what the door looks like. It's like, yeah, it's like really obvious you're in the right location. But yeah, this one house pings all the way down the street, and I'm pretty sure it says it's on the left when you're driving down the street, and it's on the right, and it's one of the first houses, and it pins it like 2 blocks down. really helpful because it has a sign with your address on it with a arrow pointed a certain way, and then like once you get back there, you can't find the number. There's no numbers visible. I also found it a really neat, really undeveloped, private, gated area in Aldi the other day. It was very interesting. And you have to have the code to get out of the gate too, which I also found very interesting. Like, good thing I remember because I can't get back in the order right now. Good thing I remember that. I do have short-term memory problems. It's been really bad too when I've been dashing, like really bad. Really bad. Like, where did I just pick up? Where? I know I'm delivering. What did I just pick up? Did I just pick up McDonald's? No, that was the order before that. Like, really bad. And it's probably because I'll get really stressed out and then I won't remember what just happened. It's awesome. It's awesome. My brain is awesome. It hates me. But it's okay. It's okay. It'll be alright. Hopefully. Anyways, that's where we need to be. So I guess we will upload this and see if we can go work Lady Valley right now or not, or in a minute.